We are right now in the troubles of an election campaign. In this campaign, there are two major parties vying for the right to rule the country of Guyana. My fellow citizens, we ought to ensure that at the end of the elections and for the years to come, the results must show that we have made a decision that we could all be proud of. What is at stake here? On the one hand, there is the People's Progressive Party. This party has been in power running this country for the last 23 years. And this party would like us to believe that they are working in the interests of all Guyanese. There are many issues that we as Guyanese would need to consider when we go to the polls and make that decision on our vote. The People's Progressive Party is right now engaged in a propaganda campaign. I call it a propaganda campaign because it is merely the repetition of a set of lies. The People's Progressive Party would like the Guyanese people to forget. To my mind, there are many things that they would like the Guyanese people to forget. But there is one in which the People's Progressive Party would like to put on the back burner. I would like to bring this issue to the front burner. It concerns the behavior and attitude of one who holds one of the highest offices in Guyana. That person is none other than Mr. Anil Nandlal, who at this point in time exercises the powers of the Attorney General, the Minister of Legal Affairs of Guyana. Now, what this so-called gentleman has done in recent times is one which is so abhorrent, it would crawl your skin. If it didn't, well then you need to look at yourself and to ask yourself, are you human? This Attorney General has been recorded as making some threats to the lives and property of a media institution known as Kaituri News. In any other country in the world which pretends to be a democracy, Mr. Anil Nandlal would have long gone. But in Guyana, it appears as if he is going to get away. And he is getting away with the help of the president of this country, Mr. Donald Ramadar. If we were to follow the actions of the People's Progressive Party and the mouthings of many of the leaders of the People's Progressive Party, civic, we would be amazed as to what they have been saying. The president, Mr. Donald Ramadar, came out and defended the actions of his Attorney General. His first defense was that it was a private conversation which was somehow misconstrued, misunderstood. That's what he said. He even further went on to say that the authenticity of the tape recording should be questioned. And on to this day, the party and the president has done nothing, nothing at all to verify the authenticity of the tapes. There's no question in any Guyanese mind at this point in time that the tape recording is an authentic replica of what took place on the phones between Mr. Anil Nandlal and the journalists employed at the Kaichun News. Why is this issue being allowed to take the back burner? This issue is serious. First of all, Mr. Anil Nandlal has violated his oath of office. When he took the oath, he made a promise to the Guyanese people that he would serve without fear or favor. The actions of this Attorney General is nothing less than a violation of that oath of office. And because of this, he ought to have been removed from office a long time ago. Yet, many in the People's Progressive Party Civic have come to his defense with all sorts of rationalizations. All sorts of rationalizations. Some say that he apologized to his staff. Well, when an attorney general of a country is caught red-handed doing what Mr. Anil Nandlal did, there should be no recourse. The first thing that should be done is that he should be asked to leave office. Secondly, it should be investigated. Thirdly, he should be charged once the investigations prove that he did in fact engage in such a conversation. Now, at this point in time, Mr. Anil Nandlal, after trying to put himself in the foreground, has now resurfaced. And he is attempting to convince the Guyanese people that he ought to be running for public office. This, to my mind, will make it an even greater tragedy. So, Guyanese citizens, when you go to the polls on May 11th, you must think seriously. And I, at this point in time, am sure that I have convinced you that one member of that party ought not to be running for public office. At this point, I rest my case, but I will be returning later with lots of other reasons why the Guyanese people ought to reject resoundingly the People's Progressive Party Civic at the upcoming polls. Thank you very much. Until next time, be good and be blessed.